Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another Sprocket video. Today we are going to be building another artillery tank, and this one is not actually a real thing. So, let's go ahead and start building, and hopefully we'll make something that looks pretty cool. Let's get on with it. Okie dokie then, so we are actually going to get rid of the turret for now because that is not necessary in what we're doing. We're going to go straight to mobility and we're going to get rid of the fender because we don't need that right now as well, and we're actually going to get the shape of this correct if we can. So what I want to do is I actually want to move this up a little bit, so the idler wants to go up if we can. Here we go, the height of the idler up quite a distance. There we go, awesome. We're then going to have the return wheels go quite far up as well if we can. I actually want them to go way higher than that if I can, but I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that. How do I actually get that done? I don't know. Maybe if we go back to base, we go to this, and we make the bottom bit higher, then maybe, just maybe, we can actually just do it. So mobility again, there we go. Idler, a lot higher, please. Hold on, height, there we go, that's awesome. We're actually going to drop that just a little bit. We're going to make it a little bit smaller too. 0.5, that makes sense, there we go. And yeah, we're going to make it a little bit lower. We're then going to lift all of these up all the way to the tippity top. And that is awesome. Yes. Alright, if we can have more of these, that would be great. If we could have more of them. There we go. I'm thinking just like that. That actually looks pretty awesome. I like it. And if we can, I would like to move them backwards. There we go. Alright, more of them. More of them, please. There we go. So I want the tracks to look a little bit like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, now we're going to go back to the base. We're going to go to width, and we're actually going to make it very small. There we go. That is pretty awesome. We're actually going to drag this entire top section back. Oh, I guess I don't really know how to do this without making it look weird. If I drag this up, and then I drag this up, then maybe we can get away with doing this? Yeah, I guess possibly. Just like that. That works. And that is fine. Alright, cool. If I can do these pieces as well, that would be awesome. There we go. That looks really cool, actually. And then the rear one as well, we'll actually drag that forwards. There we go. That looks amazing. We'll go with 65 degrees on both of these because I think that'll look cool. There we go. 65 and 65. All right. Yes. Okay. So far, that actually looks pretty nice. I would love to lower this down a little bit, but that's okay for now. Also, mobility. We're actually going to make the track width a lot bigger. 0.75. There we go. Go back to the base, drag this out to the edge. There we go. And if we can, drag this backwards. That's awesome. And drag this forwards just a little touch. Alright, yes. That's pretty cool. I like it. Okay, so as for the sides and stuff like that, let's go ahead and get that sorted. We could actually go for something like this, but I kind of feel like this is how we want it to be. With that being said, though, this does need to go down quite a chunk. And we also need to make the wheels themselves, the road wheels, the diameter of them, I want to make them bigger. Or maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, something like that. I think that works. Right, so with that being done, let's go back to these pieces. We always go with these pieces. And we're going to go ahead and start slotting them in if we can. So, go ahead and get a chunk of this. Put it right there. That seems... yeah, that seems right. We'll grab this piece too. If I can drag it all the way out... actually, let's not start with this piece. Let's start with this one. Alright, we're going to drag this all the way up so it's big enough. And we're going to put it right there. Okay, cool. We're then going to drag this to the side. And we're going to put this bit on. There we go. That actually looks pretty sick. We could make it one bigger. And if that would fit, that would be great. Yeah, no, I like that. We're doing it on both sides, which is awesome. And we're going to continue this backwards. So grab another one of these. Make it all this big. There we go. Okie dokie. There we go. Awesome. And then we need to think about adding this one. So, we add a square piece to the back. Here we go. Drag it forwards. Make it a little bit tinier. And whack that right on. I can't even put this in. I can't click to add this. There we go. Alright, right there. Can we leave it like that on the back? Probably not. So let's get rid of this. And we'll attach this instead. Whee! Alright, there we go. Is this going to work though? Is the question. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so we want this to go there. But, like, it won't add itself. There, like this. There we go. So, I mean, it covers most of it. It just doesn't cover all of it, which ain't the best, but we can leave it like that anyway. Okay, now it's time to actually bring back the Fender itself. So there we go, attach that back on. It's in the right place, which is awesome. We are going to angle this bit upwards all the way. That's awesome as well. And we're going to offset it from the front to about there. There we go. We're also going to make it really wide if we can. So it's going to come all the way out to here. The rear offset is going to be huge as well. It's going to come all the way forwards. And that looks pretty sick to me. I really like it. Okie dokie, so continuing on, let's go ahead and add some viewports. We're actually going to add the driver's seat right in the center. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to put it on this side. That makes sense. There we go. We're actually going to put 2 of these on as well. We'll put one right above the driver. There we go. Awesome. Antennas, we will put some of those on eventually. Can I put these on the front? Is that a thing I can do? Because it'd be awesome to put one on the front, but I don't think we can. One of these... I think this goes on the back of turrets. It's really weird looking, but sure. If I could put a box on the front, I would. But unfortunately, that's not actually possible. So we won't do that. Crew hatches. We are going to add a big crew hatch right here. Probably one of these, actually. There we go. And it'll go right in the center. Okay, awesome. Way in and way out. Good. Anti-infantry guns. We're actually going to put one of those up here. In fact, we'll have 2. Yes! Alright, that looks pretty cool. Utilities, we will end up adding these, don't worry. But for now, actually, let's add some tiny ones. There we go. We'll add one, and we'll add another one as well. Okie dokie, just like this. Just like that. That looks pretty good. I like it. Okay, so as for like the bucket and spade and hand grenade, we're actually going to put those directly on the front, which seems a bit weird, but it's okay. We'll put those right there. We'll actually attach these pieces as well on the front. There we go. That is pretty awesome. And we'll also put this piece directly on the front itself. There we go, right there. That looks good. I like the way this looks. Alright, we're also going to add these pieces right here as well, because it'll allow us to pick it up. If we go to the back, we'll attach them directly onto the back right there, and also at the bottom. Now you might be thinking, the back of this is very straight, and you would be correct. And I don't really know if poking this out backwards like this is a good idea, but I kind of like the idea of it. So we're going to go with that. There we go. Crew hatches. We're going to add a massive one of these directly onto the back of this thing. There we go, right there. That is awesome. And that actually looks pretty good. Yeah. Antennas, we can't add those just yet. We'll add these lights on the back, because I think we should. There we go, on both sides right there. And that looks amazing. We'll add the front ones too, because we should. On the top of the fenders, right there. And that looks great. Okay, so... with all of that stuff added, let's add the actual turret. We're going to put it on the top. Yeah. Okie dokie. So turret has been placed on the top. We're going to try and make it pretty much follow the same shape as this. So if we move it backwards, that would be awesome. We'll make the length of it a lot shorter in the midsection. Here we go. Length. There we go. That's probably about right. Offset forward. Let's move it backwards to about here. There we go. We'll extend this all the way backwards to there. Yes. And we'll extend this all the way outwards to here. And we'll actually do this. Oh, yeah. Alright, I like this so far. Okay, this is going to come all the way forwards. All the way out like this. And angle it backwards slightly like this. That looks cool. I actually really, really like it. Let's lower it down a little bit. Lower this. Actually, no. It needs to be big. It does. It needs to be quite tall. There we go. And then go to firepower. Heavy manlet. There we go. Grab one of these pieces. That looks too big. Alright, maybe one of these instead. There we go, yeah, right on there. And what we'll do with that is we'll actually make it like our artillery. So, length of it, actually pretty short. In fact, very short. There we go. Even shorter than that. Length of it's going to be about 1 meter long. There we go. The caliber of it is going to be ginormous. There we go. And we're going to get rid of the end. Okay. It's going to be like an artillery piece. I like it. So, the penetration isn't supposed to be that high, so that is a-okay. We can't actually move it up and down, which really sucks. I don't know why we can't do that, since we do actually have the area in the room for it, I guess. Yeah, I guess what we could do is we can make it thinner. There we go, thinner and thinner. And then maybe we can elevate it then. No, we can't. So something with this caliber, or maybe even smaller here. There we go. That probably makes sense, actually. If it's shorter here, then we can have a massive caliber that's really tiny. That seems really weird, but now we can elevate. Cool. Alright, so gunner sights is actually going to go right next to it in this situation. There we go. Awesome. We're going to go back to crew, and we're going to sort out the rest of this. We'll actually have a bucket and spade on the roof, because I think we should. We'll also add some of these things to the edges, because I think they look cool. We'll also add one of these to the back end of the turret, and one to the front end of the turret as well. There we go. And we'll start attaching random bits of this. There we go, right there. We'll actually attach these pieces right here, but huge. There we go. And we'll actually attach a random bit of this too. So those can go there. Awesome. Right, we also need to attach one of these. So that can actually legitimately go right there. Viewports, we can put some of those on top too. Right there as well. And that actually looks interesting, doesn't it? Okay, but we are taking up too much room apparently. So the internal space, the turret basket, is too big. Alright, so let's go to base. There we go, go to turret. And if we can change the ring, we can't actually make it smaller, unfortunately. We can make it bigger, but not smaller. Also, we've just got so much room in the turret now. That's mad. That's actually mad. We got so much room in the turret. Can the driver be in the turret? Is that a thing? Can everybody be in the turret? Here we go. Turret. Turret. There we go, right? If everybody's in the turret, can we drive like this? I have no idea if the driver can drive from the turret, but that's okay. We'll continue as is. Engine. We are currently underpowered. We'd be slow if we went with this. Slow is fine. Right, okay. Exhausts as well. We need to add these. Okay, so I was thinking if we added sized down versions of either those or these, then it could look pretty cool. But actually, we're just going to go with the old tried and trusted. We're going to go with these, and they're going to go right there, facing upwards this time. It's not something I usually do, but upwards just makes sense. All right. As for vents and things, we don't really have enough room for vents. Not gonna lie, these are too big. We can't even make them smaller than that, so realistically I'd love to put vents there, but we can't. The vents on the bottom at the back, I guess that makes sense. There we go. And maybe some vents right here too. There we go, on the back of the turret. Why not? Okay, cool. So we've got our gun, which is a 250mm caliber. It's huge. Its pen is only 21mm, so it won't go through anything, but it's for taking out buildings and stuff, so that makes sense. Its armor, it doesn't actually need to be that armored. Not really. But we are going to make the front of the turret very armored. There we go, the cheeks. The roof is going to be slightly armored. There we go. And then the roof, the front of it is going to be very armored. There we go. As for the side, we're actually going to do a little bit as well. There we go, 80mm. The ring, very armored. The roof, tiny bit armored. Let's go with 40mm again. There we go. That's not even a tiny bit, that's a lot. Cheeks at the back, 40mm. 40mm for the roof. And 40mm for the rear as well. There we go. Nothing's really going to get to the rear of this thing, but that's fine. As for the hull itself and the armor, it does already have armor. 100mm, 100mm, front strip should be a lot more than that. We're going to bring it up to 100, and that is fine. Yes, I like it. Okay, so does it actually work? We can't drive because the driver is in the gun. I think that is the reason as well. So we're going to have to move the driver back to the hull. There we go. Which makes it too much. But if we go to firepower, we go to the ammo, we get rid of it, then we're actually good. There we go. We can still carry 30 rounds in there as well. Okay, off we go. Oh boy, yes! This is cool. I love it. It looks amazing. Alright, so does it work properly though is the question. Can we get over these bumps? I don't know. It's very slow, but that's alright. It's allowed to be slow. Alright, here we go. We're bumping over these seemingly completely fine. Okay, amazing. And let's see if we work in the bigger ones. Here we go. Alright, we bounced up. We're on top. We're still driving. Oh my god, it works. Yes, it totally works. That's cool. Alright, so we have come up against a bit of a problem though. The crew, I don't think the gunner can actually shoot at the moment. Which is a problem. I don't know whether they can even turn the gun. Yes, I don't know if they can turn it. So the talk of this, alright, max depression is, no, that's fine, that's okay. The base, that's alright as well. We'll just leave that as is. Gun mount, cannon, length, caliber, shell, no. Is it on the turret? Maybe it's on the turret bit. Shape, motor torque. We're going to give it as much as possible before it gives up. So there we go. 5. I can't seem to turn the turret though. I can't fire and I can't turn the turret. So what's wrong with it? I don't know. I'm going to get rid of all of this. And we're going to put all of the crew back where they belong. So Gunner is in the hull. Oh, maybe that's the reason. Why are those guys in the hull? They should be in the turret. And then this guy should be in the hull. There we go. No, what? I'm very confused. I'm very, very confused. We can now have ammo back in here. We can also make it a little bit faster if we wanted to. Which I think we should. Mobility. Okay. Advanced. We're going to go ahead and increase this to 4,000. We're going to increase this to 4,000. And we're going to go. Alright. Awesome. Yes. Now the turret moves. That's amazing. And we can actually shoot. Which is perfect. Yes. Oh, I love this thing. Not gonna lie, I would like it way more if the turret was actually a lot quicker, but unfortunately it's just not. It does take its time to actually go up, but that's okay. Yeah, alright, cool. Woo! Oh my god, that shell is huge. That shell is actually massive. But you know what? We've built a tank that works, and I'm really happy. Right, okay. With that being said, though, let's go ahead and give it a livery. So, I was thinking that it would look cool in... Oh, which one was it? Which one was it? I think this one. I think it does look cool in that, but it needs to change. The autumn one looks awesome too. The snow one, the first one looks good. This one I really don't like. But that one seems cool too. It's just not right though. I feel like we need a base color. And we just need to roll with it. So grime we're going to get rid of. Condition we're going to go full. Hue we're going to change to some sort of green if I can. Saturation. Okay, no. I don't know how to make it the right color using this. I genuinely don't know how to make it the right color. We can have a pink tank, a red tank, or like a really bright tank. Metallic? Yes. Roughness? Very. Scale? That doesn't even change. Hue. So the brightness needs to come down. Oh, there we go. Okay, brightness needs to come down, and then we could get the right shade of green. I don't know, actually. I don't know what color we want for this thing. Hot diggity dog. I mean, that looks kind of interesting, but it's just not good enough. Whoa, that looks weird. That looks really weird. It does. Why is it so weird? There we go. That's the color it should be. Interesting. Alright, we're going to go with... We're going to go with this. No, we're not. We're going to go with this. No, we're not. We're going to go with this. We're going to roll with this. Sure. Although I do really like this as a color scheme as well. So actually, we're going to roll with this instead. Also, I do want to move these up a little bit because they're really far down at the moment. That looks cool. And I also want to go back to liveries. We want to go to decals. And we're actually going to put the Swedish flag on it. I think the Swedish flag fits. So paste a decal. We're going to put it up here on the side. There we go. We're going to right click this. Be a Swedish flag. Although that does look weird being so big. Let's go ahead and put it a little bit smaller. There we go. Place another decal. We'll actually put it somewhere else. I actually really want it on the side, but I can't. Yeah. We'll put it on the back too. It's going to be very Swedish. Like extremely Swedish. Okay, so we'll have a flag up there. We'll also have a flag up here. In fact, actually on the front. Here we go. We're Swedish. Don't shoot us. That's what it means. That's what it means. I actually put it right there. And put it right there. And then I think that looks weird. Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, anyway, it works, which is awesome. The turret interior space is a lot. We've got a lot left in there, so realistically, we can actually go to firepower. Turret, we can put a hell of a lot more shells in. We can actually carry like 200 shells in the turret by itself. That is actually incredible. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here for right now. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys like this tank design, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll probably end up building more. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye. You know, maybe it shouldn't actually turn. Sorry, I know I keep coming back to the videos like this, but what if the turret wasn't actually going to turn? So it was actually fixed like this? I think that looks pretty sick anyway, to be honest. We can also, like, move this like that. And then if we wanted to go back to crew and fix these, we can. There we go. And I think that still looks really, really good. I like it. Yeah. The only reason I'm thinking that is because this thing actually turns on a dime anyway, so if the tracks are in, which they are, we'd be able to turn anyway and just shoot things. So I think it just makes sense. But anyway, I really like this thing. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.